Temporarily from the Grand Canyon state of Arizona, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, January 20th, 2017. Silver is trading at $17.05 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,208 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 5.8 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $902. Antiwar.com reports the Obama administration has released what is being described as the final batch of documents from Osama bin Laden acquired during the 2011 attack on his Abbottabad, Pakistan compound, during which he was assassinated by U.S. forces. Among the documents were comments from bin Laden about the rise of the Islamic State as a competitor to al-Qaeda after years of being al-Qaeda's Iraqi affiliate, saying he believed the group had become too brutal and violent in their attacks and that he expected the Islamic State would alienate Muslims to the point it would impact their ability to recruit new fighters. Other documents include a number of letters to relatives, with bin Laden telling his son not to come to Abbottabad because it was too dangerous, and admonishing one of his sons to flee Karachi on a cloudy day, which officials believe meant he feared he would be hit with a drone strike. Bin Laden's letters also showed he retained at least some contact with the leadership of al-Qaeda affiliates around the world, though there remained considerable speculation that his day-to-day position in the leadership of the organization had somewhat waned in his final years as he remained reclusive and concerned about his safety.
For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co.
UPI reports rideshare service Uber on Thursday agreed to pay $20 million to resolve federal charges that allege the company misled potential drivers by overstating the incomes they could earn. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission said Uber greatly exaggerated yearly and hourly driver earnings by tens of thousands of dollars. Regulators said, for example, the company stated the yearly median income for an Uber X driver in New York City was about $90,000 when the figure was actually closer to $60,000. Similarly, claims of about $74,000 per year in San Francisco are actually about $53,000 according to officials. The FTC said in a news release less than 10% of all drivers in those cities earned the yearly income Uber touted. Uber made high hourly earning claims in job listings, including on Craigslist, but that the typical Uber driver failed to earn those advertised hourly amounts in various cities. Also, the federal charges accused Uber of also misleading prospective drivers with its Vehicle Solutions program, which offered driver auto financing.
In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? Will anybody care? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
Reuters reports Mexican authorities extradited top drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman to New York on Thursday, ending a career that included 2 jailbreaks and a lead role in a national drug war the day before Donald Trump assumes the U.S. presidency. Guzman was one of the world's most wanted drug kingpins until he was captured a year ago. 6 months earlier, he had been busted out of a high-security penitentiary in central Mexico through a mile-long tunnel, his second dramatic prison escape. A photograph shown on Mexican television appeared to show Guzman being led over tarmac by black-clad security officials. Mexican officials said the timing of the move was both a last-minute gift to outgoing U.S. President Barack Obama and an olive branch to incoming President Donald Trump, who has regularly insulted Mexico and threatened to tear up the NAFTA trade agreement that underpins its economy. After El Chapo slipped out of jail in July 2015, Trump said on Twitter he would kick his ass as president. Guzman is charged in 6 separate indictments throughout the U.S. He faces charges ranging from money laundering to drug trafficking, kidnapping, and murder in cities that include Chicago, Miami, and New York. The U.S. Justice Department thanked Mexico for extensive cooperation and assistance in securing the extradition of El Chapo to the United States. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.